Good morning, St. Francis. It is Tuesday, May the 25th, 2021, Tuesday of the 8th week in Ordinary Time, the 8th week of the year. Continuing to descend from the heights of Easter all this week, basically all these next couple of weeks, and coming to you this morning, which is a little bit of a misty, gray morning here in Carolina, but coming to you from the walkway that leads down to the preschool over here, that's on the other side of our breezeway between the church over here and Clare Hall over here, and then the rest of the walkway that leads, the covered walkway that leads down to the parking lots. Coming to you from this walkway because, as you can see, the daisies are coming into bloom over here, and this beautiful little walkway that we have with the various ornate grasses, some thistle plants down there, hydrangea over there, and the Japanese maple in full leaf over here. So a very pretty walk coming into bloom as spring continues to unfold here on this campus. Like I said, we are descending from the heights of Easter all this week, moving into the 8th week. We lose a week this year. So we were left off in the 6th week of the year, sixth week in Ordinary Time, right before Ash Wednesday. We were in the book of Genesis. We leave the book of Genesis there, and now we move into the book of Sirach, in which basically Sirach speaks about generosity and the understanding of being generous people, generous hearts. That generosity is one of those characteristics that define and identify a person who not only follows but believes in the promises of God, and the promises of God to be fulfilled first and foremost through the acts of generosity that we show to each other. In the gospel, we are still in Mark's gospel where we left off in that 6th week before Ash Wednesday began. But now, again, we find on this Tuesday in Ordinary Time, in this 8th week of Ordinary Time, the frustrations of Peter, who basically says to Jesus, look, we've left everything to follow you, and you're kind of talking in riddles and in circles, and we don't know where this is going or what's happening. We know that some people like you, we know that some people really do not like you, and we're kind of a little bit worried about this. What is this all going to mean? And Jesus basically gives that great promise, that those who dare to follow me, will have all kinds of rewards. We'll have countless, family members and descendants. We'll have all kinds of riches and wealth. We'll have everything given to them. And then there is this little insert with persecutions, but eternal life also to follow. Again, the promises that Jesus makes seem outstanding, outlandish, astounding, ridiculous, purposeless, foolish, what have you. And yet, those are what we are called to believe in, and called to understand also that there will probably be many people who do not like what we say and what we do and who we are. And there may not be people who like what we say and what we do and who we are, even from within our own community of believers. To be able to navigate all of that requires the strength and trust that this God knows what this God is doing. A God who raises Jesus from the dead, a God who breaks the bonds of sin and death, a God who allows us to see differently life and what life offers us and what happens to us in life. That is the kind of God we are challenged, we are dared to believe in. It's the God that St. Peter could not see yet, could not truly understand, and so again, his frustrations sort of blossom forth, boom forth. But Jesus, with his own patience, tries to tell Peter, to remember, to take care, to journey with him, and to trust, that all will come out well in the end. That isn't just a fantasy, it isn't just a throwaway line, it isn't just something, that we do to basically comfort ourselves in the midst of all this darkness that offers really no comfort at all. It is the truth of what God speaks, is the truth of what God promises. All will be well in the end, and our trust and belief in that gives the world the witness it truly needs. May the Lord give you peace.